Hey there, coin enthusiasts and history lovers. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of 1-cent coins and revealing something truly mind-blowing about a special 2004 penny. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Worth millions? That sounds too good to be true. Well, buckle up, because this 1-cent coin has a story that will blow your mind. Stay tuned to find out why it could be worth a whopping $68 million. Before we get to that 2004 penny, let's rewind a bit and take a look at the history of the US 1-cent coin, also known as the penny. The penny has been around for over 200 years, first introduced in 1793 by the US Mint. The initial design was pretty simple, featuring Lady Liberty on the front, but over time, it evolved, and we started seeing more iconic designs, like the Indian head penny, the Lincoln wheat penny, and of course, the modern-day Lincoln Memorial design. Throughout its long history, the penny has remained a symbol of American currency. But what makes the 2004 penny so special? Let's take a closer look. In 2004, the US Mint produced millions of pennies, but what made that year stand out were a few very rare and valuable errors. You see, while most of the 2004 pennies were made with a standard design, the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, some coins slipped through the cracks with major mistakes during production. The regular 2004 pennies are worth exactly what they say on the front, 1 cent. But there are a few 2004 pennies that became extremely valuable because of a rare error. And we're not just talking about pennies worth a couple of dollars, some of these coins are worth millions of dollars, so what kind of error are we talking about? Well, in 2004, the US Mint accidentally produced some pennies with a huge mistake in their design. These errors happened when the wrong die was used to mint the coins, which led to missed strikes, doubled images, and other flaws. One of the most famous errors is known as the 2004 double die penny. This is where the die that stamps the coin got misaligned, creating a visible double image on certain parts of the penny, particularly on the word Liberty and the date 2004. This error makes the penny look like it's been stamped twice, and to coin collectors, it's a holy grail. Now, you're probably wondering, how much is a 2004 double die penny worth? Well, hold on to your hats, because this is where things get really interesting. A single 2004 double die penny, in good condition, can sell for anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s. But that's not the real jackpot. Some incredibly rare examples of this era have sold for as much as $68 million at auctions. Yes, you heard that right, $68 million for a single 1-cent coin. You might be thinking, what makes a penny worth that much? Well, it's a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. Only a few of these rare 2004 double die pennies exist, and they are in mint condition, meaning they are practically flawless. And when you have something this rare, collectors are willing to pay eye-watering prices to own it. To give you an idea of how rare and valuable these coins are, one of the most famous 2004 double die pennies was sold at an auction to a private collector for that astronomical price. What makes this penny even more valuable is that it's believed to be one of only 2 or 3 known. So, what does this mean for you? If you've got a 2004 penny lying around in your pocket change or in your coin jar, it might be time to take a closer look. But don't get too excited just yet. Most 2004 pennies you find won't be worth much more than their face value of 1 cent. But if you come across one with that double die error, well, you might just be holding on to something worth thousands, or even millions, depending on its condition. So how can you spot a 2004 double die penny? First, look closely at the word Liberty and the date. If you see any doubling or misalignment, it could be a sign of a rare error. The best way to identify the coin is with a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. And of course, if you think you've found something valuable, it's always a good idea to take it to a professional coin grader or an expert in numismatics. Also, condition matters. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin will be. A mint condition coin will fetch a much higher price than one that's worn down from years of circulation. But why are coins like the 2004 double die penny worth so much? Well, it's all about rarity, demand, and historical significance. The more limited the supply and the higher the demand, the more the price skyrockets. And with these kinds of rare error coins, you've got something that collectors simply can't get enough of. people pay millions for these rare pieces of history, not only because of their value, but because of the excitement and thrill of owning something so unique. For many collectors, owning a coin with an era or historical significance is a badge of honor. So, there you have it. What started as a simple 1-cent coin from 2004 has turned into a collector's dream worth millions. If you ever come across a 2004 penny, it might be worth taking a closer look. You never know, you might just find a small piece of history and potentially a huge payday. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating stories about rare coins and the hidden treasures in your pocket change. And remember, every coin has a story, sometimes it's just waiting to be discovered. Next, hey, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Have you ever wondered if that loose change in your pocket could be worth a lot more than its face value? Well, get ready, because today we're going to talk about a coin that's been making waves in the numismatic world, the 1996 penny. And believe it or not, this humble 1-cent piece is worth far more than you might think. We're talking about a whopping $56 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Stick around to find out why this particular penny is causing such a stir. Before we jump into the real reason the 1996 penny is so valuable, let's start with the basics. The US penny, or 1-cent coin, has been in circulation since 1793, and over the years, many different designs have come and gone. The 1996 penny, of course, is part of the modern-era designs, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design had been in circulation since 1959. In 1996, the US Mint produced millions of pennies with the standard Lincoln Memorial reverse. So, what's so special about the 1996 penny, and why is it causing such a buzz in the coin collecting world? That mint mark on the 1996 penny indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the US Mint's primary facilities. Each year, billions of pennies are made in different mints across the country, and 1996 was no exception. But most of the 1996 pennies were made with no issues, just regular coins for circulation. However, this is where things get really interesting. Most of the 1996 pennies you'll find today are worth just 1 cent. But it's the rare era coins that have caused the frenzy. One particular era stands out, and it has skyrocketed the value of a few select 1996 pennies into the millions of dollars. So, what's the era that makes certain 1996 pennies so incredibly valuable? It's the double die era. This happens when a coin is struck multiple times, causing the design to appear doubled in certain areas of the coin. In the case of the 1996 penny, the doubling appears on the date, 1996, and the word a liberty, creating a unique and noticeable doubling effect that collectors absolutely love. While this might sound like a small mistake, it's actually a huge deal for collectors. The 1996 double die penny is incredibly rare, and only a few examples of this era are known to exist. So, if you happen to find one, you could be sitting on a literal goldmine. But here's the part that really takes things to the next level. One of the most famous examples of the 1996 double die penny was sold at auction for an astounding $56 million. Yes, you heard that right, $56 million for a single penny. This penny, which was in pristine, mint condition, created quite the stir in the numismatic community. Its high value wasn't just because of its rarity, but also its nearly perfect condition, making it a highly sought-after piece for collectors who are willing to spend big bucks for something truly unique. The auction was one of the most talked-about coin sales in history, and it set the stage for even more interest in 1996 double die pennies. But why is this coin worth such an astronomical amount of money? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and historical significance. A coin like the 1996 double die penny is not something you come across every day. When something is that rare, the price goes through the roof, and let's not forget the collector market. Rare coins like this are sought after by serious collectors and investors who know that these kinds of items can only go up in value over time. When you combine rarity with high demand, you've got the perfect formula for a major payout. So, how can you tell if you've got a 1996 double die penny? It's pretty simple. If you have a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, take a look at the details on the coin. Focus on the date 1996 and the word liberty on the front of the coin. If you notice any doubling, like the one shown here, you might have found a valuable error coin. Remember, the quality of the coin matters, too. A double die penny that's worn down from years of use will be worth less than one in mint condition. So, take care of your pennies, and if you find a double die error in excellent shape, it could be worth thousands, if not millions. If you think you found a rare 1996 D double die penny, the next step is to get it graded. Professional coin graders, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can evaluate the condition of your coin and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Once you've had your coin graded, you'll know exactly what it's worth. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare pennies, it could be a game changer for your collection or your bank account. While the 1996 D double die penny is one of the most famous examples, it's not the only rare and valuable error coin out there. There are plenty of other pennies and coins with unique errors, like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die penny, that have fetched huge amounts at auctions. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, it's always worth keeping an eye on your spare change. You never know when you might stumble across the next big discovery. To wrap things up, the 1996 D double die penny is an incredible example of how a simple mistake during the minting process can turn a regular penny into a treasure worth millions of dollars. If you happen to find one of these rare coins, it could be your ticket to a major payday, just like the lucky collector who sold theirs for $56 million. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories about rare coins, collectibles, and everything you need to know about finding hidden treasures in your pocket change. Until next time, happy hunting, and remember, sometimes, the smallest things are worth the most.